All right. Welcome back to Last Second Sports, where we are giving you our take down to the last second. And the 49ers have just won a game. Hallelujah. Making up for that loss against Tennessee. Now, they have not clinched the playoffs yet. It looks like the Saints so far are on their way to winning. They're up 18-10, I believe, as it sits right now. But the 49ers took care of business against the Texans without Jimmy Garoppolo playing. And I have to give a shout out to the defense first and foremost. They played a heck of a game. And without that defense, really that defensive line doing what they needed to do all game long, they don't win that game. And it was fantastic. They kept them in it in the first half. It could have gotten ugly. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was 7-3 at halftime. And then the 49ers offense got going in the second half. If you look at Trey Lance in particular, he was 10 of 13, 105 yards and an interception in the first half. Looked rocky at times, right? Happy feet, wasn't settled. Kyle Shanahan could not get good play calls for him to get him in a zone. Trey Lance, even when the play calls were good, just seemed a bit off, right? This is a rookie. This is a rookie in a second start, and he just wasn't able to get things going in that first half. But that's all right. He settled in, and this is what you want to see from a rookie, right? Is it going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Did he show flashes? Yes, even in that first half. That final drive when the training wheels were off and they needed points and really Shanahan wasn't in his ear and he's just able to go out and play freely. That is when Trey Lance looked his best. And Trey Lance went out and executed right before the half. He had some great throws, led him down the field. I don't know what Shanahan was doing there with 7 seconds left and no timeouts to have him throw the ball in that situation. It could have been picked. It wasn't. Very lucky there. I don't know why they don't just take the 3 points, but I digress. They do get the three anyways. And then you come out in the second half, and Trey Lance looks much better. 6 of 10, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. And some of those passes he made were extremely good. One of the underrated ones he had right before the easy toss to Elijah Mitchell for the touchdown, he had Hasty. He moves around in the pocket, and this is something that you didn't see during preseason. You rarely even saw glimpses of it against Arizona and Seattle. He finds his check down in Hasty to pick up a third down, keep the chains moving, and then that was able to convert into a touchdown. And then that throw to Debo Samuel. I mean, this is what he brings to the table, right? That big rocket arm to where he's not afraid to make throws across field, downfield, just throws that he is able and willing to make. Again, was it perfect? No, but he showed flashes and he showed progression. And I want to give you something real quick because before the game, I tweeted out that Trey Lance, and I've got the numbers here, so I'm reading off my notebook, but I said before the game, Trey Lance would be 15 of 24 passing, 273 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 turnover. He actually was 16 of 23, 281 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I was one incompletion away and about 8 yards off from predicting that exactly. So that is what I expected from Trey Lance. I know that people want to see him come out and just look amazing, but we have to remember that he sat for all year. You cannot expect this kid to just come out and make all the right reads, look comfortable. You also can't expect that the offensive line looks comfortable with the kid that can scramble. And you can't expect that the coach looks comfortable calling plays for him. It was a little erratic at times. I call it organized chaos. That's what it looked like at times. But I will say this, the 49ers did what they needed to do. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be able to play, although I imagine that he's not going to be able to. They said that it's going to require surgery at the end of the season. That tells me that that thumb is not going to heal whatsoever in order for him to be able to play. So if he wasn't able to play on 10 days rest, I don't understand what an extra week or even two is going to do. It's not going to heal anymore. The swelling should have gone down at this point as much as it's going to go down. And it's a matter of not having grip. Remember, he tore a UCL, which is right here at the base of the thumb, right in the webbing of the hand. That's what allows him to grip a football. That is not going to be repaired without surgery. So this is what we might be looking at for the rest of the season. But again, Trey Lance was encouraging. Did it start off great? Absolutely not. Not gonna pretend that it did. But as I hoped, he got better really throughout the game. Each drive looked better and better and better. And that's a testament to him having playing time, getting comfortable. So if he plays next week, I would expect it to look better from a comfortability standpoint. I'm not saying that he's going to go out there and light it up and do amazing things. The Rams defense is really good. It looks like they're going to have something to play for, but I would expect him to be more comfortable. Now, they may need that win to clinch the playoffs. They may not. We'll see what happens. But as of now, the 49ers took care of business, and it looks like it's going to come down to week 18, believe it or not, on whether they can get in or not. I am very pleased with the way that this game played out. I'm very pleased with the way that Trey Lance looked. I'm also pleased with a couple of the things that we saw on defense from a player like Ambry Thomas. Again, he had the one play that was called back against Cooks where he was right there again, was able to make a play, but he was in position to make a play, but was unable to make the actual play. Fortunately, there was a holding call on Bosa that got the play called back. Josh Norman, though, oh my gosh, dude, you cannot play anymore. This guy he's just not good. He's not good. And when Mosley comes back, if he can come back week 18 or for the playoffs, assuming they can make it, it's got to be Mosley and Ambry Thomas. It just has to be. Josh Norman is a liability at this point, and he can't be on the field. Not when Mosley's back. You saw that they pulled him, they put in Johnson. That was probably the right move. It's just unfortunate that this is what it's come to. But Ambry Thomas is holding his own. Again, not perfect, but a rookie who is improving. He is making plays. He almost had a pick six early in that game, but the 49ers did what they needed to do. We should be happy about this, but cautiously optimistic. What is going to happen next week? Are they going to need that win? Are the Rams going to be playing? Is Trey Lance going to play? Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to play? If it's me, honestly, I'm playing Trey Lance. I'm dealing with whatever it is that comes the way of the 49ers, whether the playoffs are made or not. I think these games are so important for his growth, especially as they look into year two. We'll see what happens. What are your thoughts? Are you encouraged? Are you disappointed? Do you want to see a hurt Jimmy G play next week, or would you like to continue with Trey Lance? Make sure to comment, leave your thoughts. I'll do my best to go back and comment, have some dialogue with you guys, but it's a 49er win. We should be happy. Faithful, here we are. This is what we want. One game away from the playoffs. Let's see what happens.